Welcome to another Numismatic Notes with Benjamin. I am Benjamin and I am sharing with you a theme video on tortoises. And I'm doing this for two reasons. I have enough banknotes to do the theme video. I like to have at least 5. And I have a former student from when I taught at Moon Elementary School, that is now Moon Middle School, who has a pet tortoise named Valdatort. And I told her that I would be happy to do a video relating to some tortoises. Ashari, this is a shout out to you. I hope you enjoy the video. I am very excited to share this with you, and if you haven't decided to subscribe to my page, please click on the subscribe button in the lower right hand corner, and you'll receive automatic updates and notices to your YouTube feed every time I upload new every time I upload new content. I have 108 videos and counting. Not bad for having a channel for less than a year. I'm very excited to share these notes with you, and I have a few interesting notes that fit in this category. So we'll start right now with this banknote of the Seychelles, which is 100 rupees, and it shows an Aldabra giant tortoise on it. The Seychelles have some reserves, and they have the largest population of giant land tortoises in the world. They're similar in size, sometimes a little bit bigger than the Galapagos Island tortoises that are very famous. But there's about 100,000 of these that live on these human-free atolls in the Seychelles Islands. So this is pretty impressive indeed. The next note I'm going to share with you is from Madagascar. Madagascar has a history of beautiful banknotes. I'll give them that. And on the back of this 10,000 franc note, there is some craftsmen, but there at the bottom you see a pair of radiated tortoises. The radiated tortoise lives all over the islands of Madagascar. You'll find more of them in the south, but they do live as far as the northern part of the island. Very colorful note. The next note is going to take us to the Asian continent and the country of Cambodia. This is a circulated note, but in my mind it's one of the few notes that is beautiful even though it is circulated. And I think it's enhanced by the lovely vignettes. This note fits in several other themes as well. It fits in the theme of tractors, farm equipment, and rice work. Here are people in a paddy planting rice. But we're going to be looking at this bas-relief frieze from Angkor Wat Temple. I've tried to find a photograph of this frieze and have been unable to do so, but it may be I just haven't fine-tuned my search well enough. But from the left to the right, we have cattle, we have little monkeys and humans dancing. Over here we have, I don't know, brewing of beer perhaps. Over here we have a woman in childbirth. We have all these scenes of life, and right here underneath this table, I think it's a table. It looks like somebody getting an IV at a hospital, but I know that that can't possibly be the case. But right here underneath this table is a tortoise. And let's see if I can't blow this up so that you guys can see that turtle just a little bit better. Can you see it yet? I'm going to move this camera off the table if I'm not careful. Can you see the turtle? Right there. I have no clue what kind of turtle it is, but I do know that it is appropriate that it's found in a temple in Asia. The turtle is revered widely in Eastern culture, much like Atlas was in Western culture. It's an animal that is considered wise because of its longevity, and there's a lot of mystical and magical thought that is applied towards the tortoise in the Eastern culture. We're going to go back to Africa for the next note, and it is Madagascar again, believe it or not, but this time it's on the back of a 500 arriere, and this is a vertically oriented note, so it's hard to put the whole note in there without turning my camera sideways. But what you need to see for this video is right here next to the butterfly, another version of the radiated tortoise. It's a beautiful note, and whenever I bought the note, I actually got it for the bird and the butterfly, and so noticing that there was a turtle on it later, was like, oh, that was just like a bonus, a little bonus. We'll move to South America for the next note, and we're going to be visiting Ecuador on this 5,000 sucre. Juan Montalvo is the subject on the face of this note, and you may not realize this, but the Galapagos Islands are part of Ecuador, and so it makes sense that the Galapagos Islands would be honored with a Galapagos tortoise on the back of this note of Ecuador. This is a Pinta Island tortoise that was thought to be extinct, only recently they've discovered that this particular tortoise has a lot of half-brothers and sisters on a nearby island. So it was extinct, but maybe it's not quite as extinct as they thought. This particular tortoise has a name and was very well known in in I guess the Galapagos turtle circles. His name is Lonesome George in English, and in Spanish he was known as El Solitario Jorge. They tried desperately to breed him with some closely linked turtles, but their eggs were never ever fertile. It was a shame. He's been mounted and is on display in the Galapagos Islands museums now. But George here is a very popular turtle. He's not the only turtle that has been named and has been found on money around the world. If you go to St. Helena, you will find a tortoise from the Seychelles living there by the name of Jonathan. And years ago in Tonga, they had a turtle that had descended from one that Captain Cook had left on the island, in the 1700s. The turtle reached such a great age that the people of Tonga assigned it the status of a chief. So lots of neat things with tortoises around the world. I do have a final note in my tortoise notes here, and it is again from Madagascar. They're very proud of their little turtles. And this is 1,000 Ariary of Madagascar. And on this side, surprise, there is another radiated tortoise. This one doesn't seem to be as radiated, but it could just be the shading. But there you go. This is tortoises that appear on Banknote. This is not a complete list of tortoises. If you can add to the list, please sign in, please share, and make comments that benefit the page. Correct me by all means. I want to have a honest record of tortoises on Banknotes. Thank you so much for visiting. I hope you choose to subscribe to my channel and comment and share. This has been Numismatic Notes with Benjamin. I am Benjamin. Have a jewel of a day.